Welcome to Own Your Map, Part 2. Today we're going to go over how to perform a search for a key term or tool. We'll briefly go over what ArcCatalog is for. We'll learn how to properly save our work. And finally, once you've made something, we'll learn how to share it. For more information on data frames, other key terms, or any other ArcGIS concepts or tools, you'll need to know how to perform a search. Depending on what you're wanting to know, there are different methods for getting your answer. ArcGIS Desktop Help should not be overlooked. It should be a definite go-to. You can find it in the main menu by selecting Help and ArcGIS Desktop Help. Here I will perform a search for a key term, data frame, so that if everything I just told you didn't quite make sense, you can come in here and do a little more reading. In addition to performing searches in here, you should peruse the Content section. Check out the Mapping section for starters. You may find it to be very enlightening. If you find sections that you may need to reference more often than others, you can bookmark them by selecting the Favorites tab and then selecting Add. The search window in ArcMap is great for finding content, data, and tools without having to navigate the organizational hierarchy of files. For example, I need to define or change the projection of my map, but I can't remember where the tool is located in the toolbox. Or I want to know if there's more than one tool that can help me. I can type in define projection, and the results will contain a link to the tool, a link to the description of the tool, and the pathways for the tool. ArcCatalog is basically an application used for organizing and managing geographic information. The more you work with GIS, the more you will understand how important file organization becomes. In ArcCatalog, you can view your files in neat data packages. This enables you to do easy housekeeping. If you attempted to manipulate your data in Windows Explorer, you would have to deal with all the individual files that make up each feature. In ArcCatalog, each feature is treated as one item. You can also preview your data without having to take the time to load ArcMap. You can have a geographic preview, or you can view your attribute data. You can also click the Description tab and view the item's metadata. Here you can find when the data was created for the Florida counties. This is June 2008. You can also find the author of the data, the Florida Geographic Data Library. Now that I've finished proofing my map, I'm ready to share it. I've been saving my map document as I go so I don't chance losing it. The default ArcMap document file extension is .mxd. A very important concept to wrap your mind around is that an MXD file does not save the data displayed on your map, but instead the pathways to the layers on your map. So if your intention is to share your map and you do so by sending someone an MXD file, when they open it, all they will see are angry red exclamation points next to empty layers. I'll go over how to share your map in just a moment. However, a good thing to take note of when saving your map is to save your MXD file with relative path settings. You can do so by going into File, Map Document Properties, and selecting Store Relative Path Names to Data Sources. With this setting checked, the source pathways to your layers will not be set to the drive you saved it on, meaning you can move your map and its contents to another drive and not have to repair all the data sources for your layers. So instead of sending an empty MXD file with broken pathways to share your work, a better way is to export your map image. You can do so by selecting File from the main menu and Export Map. For this class, you will be exporting as a JPEG. A JPEG is a compressed image file that is substantially smaller than many other image formats. The default size is 96 dots per inch, or DPI, but you can increase the size to about 200 DPI for a clearer picture. Then select Save. Here we can see our final map image, ready to be shared as a JPEG. It's great that JPEGs offer the convenience of small file size. However, this image type is not recommended across the board, as sometimes you'll see map features can become blurred by compression. As you move beyond this introductory class and your work progresses and increases in detail, you may need to explore larger file formats in ArcGIS Help. This concludes the Own Your Map tutorial Part 2. Keep up the good work remembering to use proper symbology. Always include the essential map elements. Keep your files clean and organized using ArcCatalog, and share your map as an image file rather than an empty MXD. Good luck!